How slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword and won thy love, doing thee injury.
What?
But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Oh, happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. And stand forth, Lysander. My gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Now thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman, or to her death if her allow me to present.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind wanting your father's voice, the other should be held the worthier.
I would my father look but with my eyes.
Rather with your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty, in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood. Whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, to be in shady cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Earthlier happy as the rose distilled than that which withering on the virgin thorn grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me. Upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield over thy crazy title to my certain right. You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true, he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him. And she is mine, and on my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed my love as more than his, why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, make love to Neater's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard as much. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will. Or else, the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, Martha. What cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
I mean, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh, cross. Too high to be enthralled to low.
Or else miscraft in respect of years,
Oh, spite. Too old to be engaged to young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell. To choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there were sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote, 7 leagues. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. Into that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and, in the wood, a league without the town, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee upon Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, in all the vows ever men have broke, in numbered more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me. Tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Oh, call you me fair? Oh, that fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair, oh happy fair. Your eyes are load stars, your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, teach me how you look and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection love.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
Or the more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None. But your beauty, would that falter mine?
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silvery visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds, were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. Farewell, sweet playfellow, and pray thou for us. And good luck, grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till tomorrow, deep midnight.
I will. My Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I'm thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all, but he do know, and as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, hold in no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind, nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste. Wings and no eyes figure unheedy haste, and therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he so oft beguiled. as waggish boys in game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that you were only mine. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia felt so, he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell of fair Hermia's flight, then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have things, it is a dear expense, but herein mean I to enrichen my pain to have his sight thither and back again.
From our company here.
To rest upon the verity, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the small but every man's game, which is oft hit through all Athens to play an our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good be acquits, say what the play treats on, then name the names of the actors, and so grow to the point.
Marry, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Take part, the Weaver.
Ready, name what part I am for, and proceed.
You take part or set down Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules, really. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make them all the foolish fates. This was lofty. Name the rest of the pairs.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisby on you.
What is Thisby? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That is all one. You may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face, let me play Thisby too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisney, Thisney.
Oh, my Pyramus, fair lady dear, and never dear.
No. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisby.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
You must play Thisby's mother.
Lover?
Mother.
What?
Mother!
Oh!
Tom Snout, the tinker. Here, Peter Quince. You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisby's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part, and I hope. Here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar you, that I will roar any man's heart good to him. I will roar you, that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly, that you would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us.
Every mother's son.
I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove.
Sucking what?
Dove.
What?
Dove!
Oh!
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake.
Yes! Con your parts by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There we will rehearse. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse, most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, as you.
At the Duke's Oak, we meet.
Enough! Hold or cut bowstrings.
Huh?
Whither wander you?
Oh, over hill, over dale, through a bush, through a briar, over park, over pale, through a flood, and through a fire. I dear wander everywhere, swifter than the moon is fair, and I serve the fairy queen to dew her orbs upon the green. I must go seek some dewdrops here and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lovest spirits, shall be gone. Our queen and all our elves, come here not.
Oh, the king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child. Night is trained to trace the forest wild, but she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy.
Either I mistake your shape and make inquiries, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk, and sometimes labor in the corn, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometime have the drink to bear no barm, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm? Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet puck, you do the work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, letting in likeness of a filly fool. Oh, and sometime lurk I in gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks against her lips I bow. Sometimes the 3 months stillness taketh me, then slip I from her goblet down sophistry, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth and knees and swear. A merrier hour was never wasted there. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And dear my mistress, with that you were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairy skip hence, I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton.
Is not he thy lord?
Well, then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steppe of India? But that forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress and warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania? To lance upon my credit with Hippolyta.
Knowing he knows thy love toward Theseus.
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never, since the middle summer spring, met we on a hill, in dale, forest, or mead, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts far in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Heem's thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is as in mockery set. The spring, the summer, chiding autumn, angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now know not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate. From our dissension, we are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me. And in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood. When we had laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she with pretty and with swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again as from a voyage, rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. It is for her sake that I rear up her boy, and it is for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance an hour round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, we shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way, but thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle pup, come hither. Thou remember since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet, marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I shewed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, or bear, or wolf, or bull, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, she'll render up that changeling child to me. But who comes here? I am invisible and shall overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, and the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen into this wood, and here am I, made mad within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. As true as steel, leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you that I do not, nor cannot, love you?
Oh, even for that do I love you the more. I'm your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of such a desert place, with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I not to be night, or doth this world like world of company, for you in my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said that I'm alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the breaks, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not so praise you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne calls in chase.
Let me go. I'll not stay thy questions. Or, if thou follow me, do not believe, or I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, do me mischief. In the temple, in the town, field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs you set a scandal on my sex. Oh, we cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not made to woo. Oh. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well. Demetrius!
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower there?
Hi, there it is.
I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where ox slips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. With the juice of this I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but judge when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, effected with some care that he may prove more fond of her than she upon her Louvre. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come, now a rondel and a fairy's song. Then for the third part of a minute hints, some to kill cankers and musk rose buds, some war with rare mice for their leathern wings to make my small elves' coats. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it once lion or bear, panther, boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dare. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. Let's rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander.
Oh, take the sense, sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms in a single troth. Then, by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much be sure my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. May thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer say I. Then in life when I in loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring lose. Right in silence? Who is here? Oh, weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despiseth the Athenian maid. Oh, and hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul. She durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Turn, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth hold. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. And so awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Demetrius!
I charge thee! Hence! Do not haunt me thus!
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so!
Stay on thy peril! I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, so my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. But who is here? Lysander on the ground? Dead or asleep, I see no blood, no wound. Oh, Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Oh, where is Demetrius? How fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword?
Oh, do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though we love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia loves you still, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not change a raven for a dove?
Ooh, wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hand did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye. But you must flout my insufficiency? Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused. Oh.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and ever mayst thou come, Lysander, ne'er. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. And, all my power, address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling in his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander! Lord, what, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Then I will perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you, I'll find immediate lie.
Pat, here is a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake, our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before.
Peter Quince!
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisby that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By our lake in a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords, and Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion amongst ladies is a most dreadful thing. For there is no more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he's not a lion?
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen to the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect. Dear ladies, I entreat you not to fear, not to tremble. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. And there let him name his name, and tell them plainly he is snug the joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there is 2 hard things. That is, to bring moonlight into a chamber, for you know, Pyramus and Thisby meet by moonlight.
But does the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar, look to the almanac, find out moonshine,
It doth shine that night.
Well then, leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
And else, one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine.
Oh.
There is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisby, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some loam or plaster about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through the cranny may Pyramus and Thisby whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen. What? Oh, a play toward? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisby, stand forth.
Thisby, the flowers of
odorous,
savours sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisby dear. But hark, a voice, stay thou but here a while, and by to thee I will appear.
A stranger Pyramus and e'er played here. Must I speak now?
Aye, marry, must you. For you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily might you feed the fire like the red rose or turn for prayer. As truest horse that yet will never tire. I will meet thee, Pyramus, at Hades too.
Ninus, too, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus, you speak all your part at once. Cues and all. Pyramus, enter! Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh.
As truest horse that yet will never tire.
If I were fair, Thisby were only die.
Strange! We are hunted! Flymasters, help!
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Bless thee, Bottom! Bless thee! Thou art translated!
I see the knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. Do what they can, I will not stir.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? Mine ear is much enamored to thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, love and reason do keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. If I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I'd have enough to serve mine own turn.
Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state. And I do love thee. Therefore come with me, I will give thee fairies to attend on thee, and I will purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peace blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed. Ready?
And I.
And I. What shall we do? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesize.
Hail, mortal.
Hail.
Hail. Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire more of your acquaintance, good Mistress Cobweb. Your name, honest gentlewoman?
Peas blossom.
Your name, I beseech you, madam.
Mustard seed.
Good madam, mustard seed.
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on with extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster, is alone near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of catchers, rude mechanicals who work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallow, thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take. And as there's no lie fixed on his head, but no miss this we must be answered. And forth my mimic comes, and so and at his sight away his fellows fly, and at our stamp here o'er and o'er one falls. The murder cries and help from Athens calls. I led them on in this distracted fear and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When, in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked of course she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, big or shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart by your stern cruelty.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him to me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur, thou drives me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth never be numbered among men.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me he is well.
And, if I could, what shall I get therefore?
A privilege, never to see me more.
There's no chasing her in this fierce vein. Therefore, here for a while I shall remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice upon some true love's sight. About the word go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou thin. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she to appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archer eye, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as glorious lie as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of a fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we the fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside! The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Why should you think I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision ever come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. And vows so born in their nativity all truth appears.
Oh, you do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, the devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena! Goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh how ripe and show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting growth. When thou holdst up thine hand, the leaden kiss, this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Ooh, spite! Oh, hell, I see you both are bent to sin against me in your merriment. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too. If men you were as men you are and show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my parts. Well, I'm sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours, of Helena, to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do to my death.
Oh, never did not this reason more idle bread.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will not. The fair I loved her, all that love is gone. And now to Helen is at home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the fate thou dost not know. Last to thy peril, thou abiding dear! Look what I love comes, yonder is thy dear!
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I thank it, led me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him by. Fair Helen, who more in gilds the night than all you fiery O's and eyes of light, why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me in this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, all school days, friendship, childhood, innocence? Will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men scorning your poor friends? It is not friendly, 'tis not maiden thy sex as well as I may join you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I'm amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems you scorn me.
Have you not said, Lysander, as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face? Demetrius, to call me goddess, nymph divine and rare, precious celestial. Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul and tender meat to the face?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persever, counterfeits, and looks. Each other. Hold this sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. But fare ye well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel. Thou canst compel no more than she entreats. Helen, I love thee. By my life, I do.
I say I love thee more than she can do.
If thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too. Quick, come.
Lysander, where'd you text all this?
Hang off, thou cat! Thou bird vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
What changes this? Why have you grown so rude?
Out, loathed medicine, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I'll not trust thy word. You're a tame man. Go.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me wherefore? Oh me. What news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid. In earnest shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question of doubt, be certain nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helen, huh?
Oh, me? You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine! If faith have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness, what? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie! Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet?
Ooh.
Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes.
Oh!
Yeah!
Ow! You! I pray you! Now you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me! You perhaps may think because she has something lower than myself that I can match her! Lower! Hark again!
Oh! Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little, again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering not grass made, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious and scorns your services. Let her alone. And speak not of Helena, thou shalt regret it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest to try who's right. Thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is along of you. Nay, go not back. I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer than to... Oh, run away!
I'm amazed and know not what to say.
Oh, this is thy negligence! Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Felipe, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am bared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Thou run away? Thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Demetrius, come thou coward, come thou child. I'll whip thee with the rod. Here's defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. That fallen am I, in dark uneven way, and here will rest me. Come thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy grey light, oh, fine Demetrius said, revenge this spite.
Oh, he runs before me, shifting every place, and dares not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. Thy days approach, look to be visited.
Weary night, long and tedious night. Shine comforts from the east that I may back to Athens by daylight. From these of my poor company to teach, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Seal me a while for mine own company.
Yet but three. Come, one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Oh, here she comes. Cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. I can no further crow, no further go. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleeping sound, I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, that every man should take his own in your waking, shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Madam Cobbler, good madam, catch me a red-hipped humblebee on the tip of a thistle. Where's Madam Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Give me your neat, Madam Mustard Seed. I pray you leave your courtesy.
What's your will?
Nothing, but to help Peas Blossom to scratch. I must to the barber, madam, for methinks I am marvelously hairy about the face.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat. I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I think I should rather have a handful or two of dried oats or peas, but I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep upon me.
Sleep then, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist, the female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. Seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her, and she in mild terms spake to my patience. I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. Now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, waking when the others do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen!
Oh, my Oberon! What visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Ah! How came these things to pass?
Silence a while. Now, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity.
Oh, fairy king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shad. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night, that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
What if you find out the force, and for now our rite of man is performed? My love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley, let them go!
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. I never heard such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred of the Spartan kind. Judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander, this Demetrius is, and this Helena. Old Vader's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
Oh, no doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May. And hearing our intent, came here and grace our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord. Oh, good morrow, friends.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazingly. Half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. And now do I bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent, to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have enough! I bade the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I, in fury, hither followed them, fair Helena in fancy following me. But, my lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia, it seems to me as an idle dream, which in my childhood I did dote upon. And now, all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something worn. Our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us, to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and indistinguishable.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems double.
Well, so methinks. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then we are awake. Let's follow them. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I'll answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho. Rita Quince. Flute the bellows mender. Snap tinker. Starveling.
I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Well, man is but an ass if he go about to expand his dream. Methought I was. There is no man who can tell what. Methought I was. Methought I had. The man is but a patched fool to offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is unable to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad about this dream. It will be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom, and I shall sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
To Bottom's house.
Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of town he's transported.
What?
Transported.
If he comes not, then the play is barred. It goes not forward, does it?
It is not possible. You've not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he.
No. He had simply the best foot of any handicraft man in all of Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. And he is very paramour for a sweet boy.
God bless us, everyone.
Oh, sweet bully bottom. The ass he lost 6 pence a day during his life. A crab skates 6 pence a day. And you cannot give him 6 pence a day to play tennis. I'll be
Bottom? Almost to make us dead, must have the hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what. For if I say I am no true Athenian, I will tell you everything just as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All I will say is the ducat dined. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look over his part. For the short and the long, our play is preferred.
Yes!
In any case, let Thisby have clean linen, and let not he who plays the lion's part pare his nails, for they shall hang through as the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, let us eat no onions, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words, away, go away.
Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. Lovers, come, bring your joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts. Come now, what masks, what dreams shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where's the usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Collegius!
Here, mighty Theseus. Here is a brief how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device.
A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisby, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical. Tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 lines long, which is as brief as I have known a play, but by 10 lines it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one player repeated, one word apt and tragical, my noble lord it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water, but more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now.
And we will hear it.
No, no, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over. It is nothing, nothing of the world, unless you want to support and their chance to do service.
I will hear that play. For never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Love, duty, and tongue-tied simplicity at least speak most to my capacity. Let them approach.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisby is certain. This man with line and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through walls chink. Poor souls, they are content to whisper. At which let no man wonder, this man with lanthorn dog and bush of thorn presented moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which lieth hight by name, the trusty Thisby coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled her mantle, she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisby's mantle slain, whereat with blade, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisby, terroring in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, once not by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you print, which had in it a crannied hole or chink.
Faster!
Through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisby did whisper often, very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall, that truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers
or to Whisper?
Whisper.
Oh, grim-looked night, oh, night, with hue so black, oh, night, whichever art, when day is not, oh, night, alack, 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 I fear my Thisby's promise is forgot, and thou wall, thou sweet, oh, lovely wall, that standest between her father's ground and mine, oh, wall, oh, sweet, oh, lovely wall, show me thy chink, so I may blink through with mine eye. But what see I? No Thisby do I see. Wicked wall through whom I see no bliss. Curse thy stones for deceiving me.
Oh, wall. How often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me? My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with Blauman hand knit up in thee.
I see a voice. I will to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisby's face. Thisby!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace. Kiss me through the hole of this vile wall. Wilt thou at Ninus too meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, Wall, my part, discharge it so. As being done, does Wall away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
Shh! Here comes the lion!
You gentle ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough with wildest rage does roar. Then know that I, one snug the joiner am, a lion's fall, or else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast of a good conscience.
The very best beast, my lord, that ever I saw.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
Since lion vile hath deflowered my dear, which is, which was the fairest dame that ever lived, that loved, that looked, that liked with cheer. Out tears confound, out sword and wound, that pap of Pyramus, I, that left pap, where heart doth hop. Thus I die, thus, thus, thus. Now am I dead, now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die, 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 die.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisby finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion is to play.
Asleep, my love? What, dead, my dove? All Pyramus rise. Speak, speak. Quite dumb. Dead? Dead? A
dead?
Aye, and Wall too.
Will it please you to see the epilogue?
No epilogue! For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. So let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed. 'Tis almost very time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity in nightly revels and new jaunty.
Now, the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy Blauman snores, all with weary task foredoomed. Now, it is that time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies, that do run, by the triple-headed steam, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream now, a frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house, for I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give gathering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace will we sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true in loving be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate. And each several chamber blease through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and to speak an idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest huck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.